Hello and welcome back. In this video, we'll take a look at one of the most important concepts in programming called functions. Functions are associated with the acronym DRY, which stands for Don't Repeat Yourself. Those three words are what functions are all about. A function is how we group code into blocks for reusability and code structure. Functions basically prevents us from writing a piece of code twice. Now that we know what functions are, let's see in action. Alright, so if you don't have PictoBlox open, you can open it on your browser or download it on your computer. Follow along with this video. So the way we are going to demonstrate how function work is that we are going to make this character work. So the first thing we want to do is to write the code without function and then put it inside the function to see how function solves the problem of repetition and helps us organize our code better. So I'm going to zoom in so you can see the text clearly. And then I'm going to put a while loop. And inside that while loop, we're going to have a conditional that says if sprite dot is key press, let's use space. We are going to say sprite dot move and we want to move it 10 steps, and we're also going to change the costume. So remember, every time we are changing the pose of the character, what we are basically doing is switching in between the costumes that have been provided for us. So if I change the costume here, it gives us the feel that the character working. Let's go back to our code editor, and then after this sprite moves and changes the costume, I want a pause. So I'm going to say time.sleep and I'm going to use 0.2, which is 200 milliseconds. So I know in Scratch the way we make the program to pause is that we say wait, we're just grabbing the wait block. But since we're in Python, in PictoBlox, you don't have a wait function for that, so we use the Python time.sleep method. Alright, so to make sure that we know when this code is running, I'm going to say print press key to get started. Once we see this print statement on the terminal, know that our code is running. Let's click on run and see how this goes. It's running, and anytime I put my hand on spacebar, holding it down, you see the character is moving. If I take it off, stop moving. If I press it once, it just moves and stop. But if I want it continuously, I just put my hand on it. And the reason is because we are inside a while loop, so anytime this loop is running continuously, so anytime we press the space key, it's going to run this block of code. Right? Let's say we want to add another if statement that will move this character just exactly as we are doing with the space key, but this time we are going to use another key. Let's write another if statement. I'm going to say if sprite dot is key press, and this time we are going to use right arrow. I'm going to zoom out a bit so we don't miss any part of the code, and then I'm going to copy this entire code. There's no need of writing it again because it's the same thing. I'm going to paste it. You want to make sure you present properly, right? So before I rerun the code, I need to stop it and rerun it again. So I'll clear the terminal and click run. Once we press it to get started, you know that the code is running. Oh, so you made a mistake. We are supposed to put a colon right here. Let's clear that and run it again. So it's working now. So if I press right arrow, you see it's working. But like I said in the intro, the goal of using a function is to stop repetition, because right now what we are basically doing is that while repeating this block of code, there will always be a time when building an app, a program, or trying to create a game where you will have to repeat specific sets of code, and the right thing to do at that point is to create a function. Let's go ahead and create a function. So the first thing is that we want to declare a function. Creating a function is called function declaration. So we are going to say def. You will declare a function in Python is using the definition keyword. You can say declare or define. We say def, and we are going to give the function a name. I'm going to say make Toby walk, and we are going to put double parentheses at the end and then a colon, and then whatever we want to run inside this function, whatever code we want inside the function, we are going to paste it inside. So I'm simply going to paste this block of code I copied and indent properly. So now we have created a function. Now for this function to work, we have to call the function, and calling a function is very simple. To call the function, all we need to do is to replace all of this code here and simply say make Toby walk. So this is declaring the function or defining the function, and this is calling the function to put it to work, right? So I'll remove all of this and say make Toby walk. So you see, we created this function once to store this block of code and organize it so we can use it anytime we want to use it, preventing repetition. And we just need to call it at every point in time here we want to use it, instead of rewriting this set of code again. Let's stop this. I'm going to clear the terminal and click run to confirm if our code is working, right? So let's wait for the clone statement to appear. So it has appeared, and now I'm going to click space, and as you can see it's working. So now let's click forward arrow, and as you can see it's working. So what we are doing here is that by using a function to organize our code and make it reusable, preventing repetition. Okay, so before we are done with function, there are still two important things about function you need to talk about. Functions can take in input called parameter or argument, and we are going to talk about that in the next video. But before you go, I want you to like this video, subscribe, and share with someone who wants to learn about programming, and make sure you don't miss the next video where we are going to talk about argument and parameter. See you there.